Good day, sir. Good day, classmates. So today I will discuss to you the concepts of cell theory. Cell theory is the scientific theory that all living organisms are made of cells as the smallest functional unit. States that all organisms are composed of similar units of organization called cells. The concept was formally articulated in 1839 by Sladen and Swan and has remained as the foundation of modern biology. The three parts of cell theory. The first one, a component of cell theory, is that the cell is the basic unit of life. The second one, a component of the cell theory, is that all living things are composed of one or more cells. The third one, a component of the cell theory, is that all new cells arise from pre-existing cells. Cell theory has many scientists contributed to the cell theory. The first one is Hans and Zacharias Johnson. Zacharias Johnson was born in 1585 and died in 1638. Hans was born in 1601 and died in 1645. Hans and Zacharias Johnson are known for inventing the compound of optical microscope. They made it in 1590s. This contributed to the cell theory by making it easier and more practical whilst observing cells. Second is Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke was an English natural philosopher, architect, and polymath. Hooke had discovered plant cells, or more precisely, Hooke had been viewing the cell walls in the cord tissue. It was Hooke who coined the term cells. Hooke published his findings in his famous work, Micrographia, a physiological descriptions of minute bodies made by magnifying glasses in 1665. Anton Van Leeuwenhoek, a Dutch businessman and a contemporary of Hooke, used his own monocular microscope and was the first person to observe bacteria and protozoa. Leeuwenhoek is known to have made over 500 microscopes, of which fewer than 10 survive to the present day. Anton Van Leeuwenhoek was a scientist that made a microscope containing improved lenses and could magnify objects almost 300-fold or 270. Laurence Oaken, a German nature philosopher and microscopist. Laurence Oaken had been trained in medicine at Freiburg University. He went on to become a renowned philosopher and thinker of the 19th century. It is reported that in 1805, Oaken stated that all living organisms originate from the consist of cells, which may have been the first statement of a cell theory. Robert Brown. Brown published his research findings and gave speeches. His discovery of the nucleus and its role helped to put together the cell theory, which states that all living organisms are composed of cells, and cells come from pre-existing cells. Brown's discovery helped to confirm the second half of the cell theory. Matthias Jacob Sladen. Matthias Jacob Sladen was a German botanist who, with Theodor Schwann, co-founded the cell theory. In 1838, Sladen defined the cell as the basic unit of plant structure, and a year later, Schwann defined the cell as the basic unit of animal structure. He concluded that all plant tissues are composed of cells, and that an embryonic plant arose from a single cell. He declared that the cell is the basic building block of all plant matter. This statement of Sladen was the first generalization concerning cell. He accepted the importance of the nucleus discovered by Robert Brown in 1773 and 1858 and speculated on its role in cell division. Lastly, Theodor Schwann. Theodor Schwann was born December 7, 1810, died in January 11, 1882, from Cologne, Germany. German physiologist who founded modern histology by defining the cell as the basic unit of animal structure. Schwann also discovered the cell, known as Schwann cells, that form a sheath surrounding nerve axons. By the late 1830s, botanist Matthias Sladen and zoologist Theodor Schwann were studying tissues and proposed the unified cell theory. The unified cell theory states that all living things are composed of one or more cells. The cell is the basic unit of life, and the new cells arise from pre-existing cells. Before I leave my discussion, I will leave you a quote saying, "Whenever you feel sad, just remember that there are billions of cells in your body and all they care about is you." Thank you for watching.